There is nothing like creating a college list. I mean, I just love it. So many times, I get questions about how do you create a college list and how many colleges should be on the list. And I actually want to talk about a list in a different kind of way. And we're going to just turn that conversation around a little bit. And in terms of thinking about the list of colleges where your teen should apply, it's always going to start with your teen. That's where the list starts. And it's never about, oh, um, they need to have a reach school and a safety school and all of those kinds of terminology that I think oftentimes can be really misleading. And what I want you to think about in terms of their college list is not even about any college, but it's about starting with your teen and really thinking about it in terms of your teen first. And so, this is, just such a great, exercise to do. And for those of you who are parents and watching this video, what I'd like you to do is just to write down these factors of fit, for your teen. And if it's a teen that's watching, certainly I want you to do this for yourself in terms of thinking about, what it is about you and what your desires are, not even thinking about any name of a college, any brand name, any particular selectivity range or anything like that, but just starting with what you want. And so I'm going to give you 5 factors of fit to think about. And these factors will certainly apply to the colleges when we get into that portion of it, but it's really going to start with you. It starts with the teen, okay? So the first factor of fit is academic fit. And so what you're going to write down is, you know, what is it that I'm interested in studying? And how do I learn best? And what types of resources or accommodations do I want to have so that I can thrive academically? So that's what you think about for the academic fit. And then the second factor of fit is going to be social, thinking about, how do I make friends and what are the different activities that I enjoy being a part of and making friends in through those different activities that I'm involved in. So write that down. What are those different activities where you get to socialize and really be yourself in those experiences? So that's the second one, the social fit. And then the third factor of fit I'd like you to think about is the financial fit. So thinking about what is it that's going to make college affordable for my family. And whatever that may be, perhaps it's going to be that there are no loans, that you do not have to take out student loans, or you do not have to take out parent loans. Maybe that's what it's going to take for it to be affordable, that there is some type of scholarships that are available, that you'll be able to um, work during college, what have you, writing those things down. And that's part of the financial fit. And then the fourth factor of fit is vocational. So really thinking about what is it that I want to do after college? What do I want to do with this degree? That's what you write down for the vocational fit. And sometimes, I mean, I work with a lot of students who really don't know what they want to do. Sometimes, they may come up with some things that they've heard or maybe that their parents have told them. And I just say, listen, you don't have to know at this point, and that is okay. That is completely okay. And so if you're undecided, write that down. And if you're not sure about what it is you want to do after college, write that down. That's all part of the fit for you, the fit for you. And then the fifth factor of fit is the cultural fit. Now, this was something that, it's always been part of my thinking, my framework, my whole approach, to creating a college list. Um, but I tell you, with everything that's happened in the last few years, I had to call out cultural fit. And the cultural fit is really about how might you be different from the majority of students on a campus. And that could be a myriad of ways that you might be different from other students from the majority of students on a campus. And I want you to write that down as well. And that's your fifth factor of fit. So when you think about, these factors and, how they relate to you or your teen, then let's apply that to the colleges. So remember, just like I said at the outset, it always starts with the teen first. It starts with the teen first. And so once you have thought through that, you know what the why is for going to college, that's when you can really create an amazing list. All right. And so there are going to be colleges that will have all types of majors. There's going to be colleges that will, thrive on students who are undecided. And so, you know, look at, the colleges in terms of these five factors of fit. And so with the academic, let's keep going with that. There are some colleges that are going to have small group seminars, some that will have large lectures, some that will have accommodations and other types of resources for students and, resources that support them with thriving academically. Then that second part, that second area of fit on the social side, there are colleges that have all kinds of activities for students to make friends and be involved and have that sense of community and sense of belonging that is going to, just make such a critical difference in their college experience. And so those are the aspects of social fit that will be part of that college. Then the third factor of fit, the financial fit, in the same regard, there are colleges that offer programs that do not have loans. There are, colleges that will have grants only for students to make it affordable. And I believe, and I have seen it, in all the years of doing this work, that colleges also want it to be affordable for your family. And there are, all kinds of programs that they offer for that. And then on the vocational side, there are going to be colleges that will have those particular pre-professional tracks. There are colleges that will have programming that, support students with going directly into graduate school or other types of professional schools. And so the vocational piece, that will be part of the fabric of that college experience from a fit perspective. And then the fifth factor of fit to really think about in terms of the cultural fit is, wherever you go, regardless of the difference, you want it to be a place where you feel celebrated and not tolerated. And think about that, really think about that. And, I talk with my students about this, and I talk with parents about this because, that is so important at the end of the day. All of those factors go together. And sometimes I think when, students are starting their list with colleges and just, so really zeroing in on particular colleges or brand names and putting their list together in a superficial way of trying to say, here are my reach schools, here are my safety schools. It just, that's where you, you know, that's where you get into trouble with going to a place and just being unhappy there. And I know, as a mom, you know, I wouldn't want to see my kids at a place where they're going to be unhappy and wanting to come back home. And I know as a parent, you don't want that either. And so I just encourage you to, move away from, putting a list together for the sake of putting it together in junior year and having these random colleges that you're going to visit or random colleges that are on the list just because of their name or because of their location or something that doesn't even matter in terms of where they're going to thrive and be happy. And so really start the list with your teen. And for you teens that are watching, start the list with you and not make it so about the colleges that it's overstressing you because you feel like, this college has to accept you. It's like you're already amazing. And this experience is so much more about you. And that, just thinking about it in that way, I hope really alleviates some of the stress and strain that comes, with this process. And I just feel like that stress and strain is just so unnecessary. I want students to enjoy high school, and I want parents to enjoy the teen years and all of the stress, the arguing, and everything else that comes along with this, college process. It's just not worth it. And I know that, creating the college list, oftentimes breeds a lot of stress. And sometimes, as parents, we may want our students to go to a certain place and, you know, we want to sometimes live vicariously, and I know I'm guilty of that. There have been times when I've wanted my kids to do things that they weren't necessarily excited about, and I had to check myself because oftentimes, it was really about, that was something I didn't get a chance to do when I was growing up, or something that I wanted more for myself and wish I had had than something that they really wanted. And so many times in this process, I think as parents, it's going to be about letting go, learning to let go in the process. And as you do that, oh man, you will start to enjoy these years and they will enjoy these years. You won't feel like you're nagging all the time. And this can be a great experience. It's a wonderful journey, the college admissions journey. And I just look forward to continuing to share with you and be a part of it with you. So down below in the description, I have a link, and I also look forward to your comments. If there's something that you took away from our time together in this conversation, a lesson perhaps, please type it in the chat and I'll look forward to responding. Or you can click on the link and get more resources. Thank you so much, and I'll look forward to talking with you next time.